The art of C.W. Parker carousels. All of the entertainment devices built by C.W. Parker were done in his factory, the Wooden Horse Ranch in Leavenworth, Kansas. It had both a carving shop and a paint shop on the second floor. Old photos show rows of heads and carousel horse parts stacked all over the shop ready for assembly. An assembly line type of operation was used, with apprentice carvers doing the rough-out work and master carvers working on the finished details with their sharp tools. Painting was done on the finished horses in the paint shop. Milk paint was used as a primer, and colors being Japanese oil paints. Each color was applied by artists, and then blended and shaded to make the finished horse a true work of art. All of his carousels were bright and colorful, designed to catch your eye, with a predominant color of yellow. The style of the carved carousel horses evolved from the rather plain boxy shape of his Abilene era to a long stretched-out racy look developed shortly after starting the factory in Leavenworth. The horses went from real horse tails that floated in the breeze as the carousel spun, to different styles of carved wooden tails that were more permanent and less likely to have parts of it taken home as a souvenir. The carousel horses were assembled in sections. The bodies were hollow to lighten the weight, and most of the carved decorations were on the romance side or the right side of the animal. All jewels, if there were any, were on the romance side. The inside of the horse was rather plain, because it could not be easily seen from the outside of the carousel. The horse heads were in very different positions, some bowed, some stretched forward, and some raised up in a stargazer position. The manes fell on the right side of the horses, but his most famous manes were wild and upright, with peekaboo holes. Behind the saddle were his famous cancel carvings, that were a pair of roses, corn, dogs' heads, fish, tobacco leaves, and sometimes funny little gnomes with grotesque feet and ears. The art of the times is displayed on the rounding boards and center boards that are panels used to cover the mechanism of the carousel. With the band organ playing and the colorful carousel spinning, a Parker carousel covered with lights was a very unique and special example of American folk and carnival art.